Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing more Premier Draft Emergent Mark Karlov banner. As I mentioned in some recent video, War of the Spark is in Premier Draft for like a week, and it sounds fun, but I don't want to teach myself a whole new set just for 1 week. I'd just be busy losing, and then by the time I got some idea of how to play it, it would be gone. I think Lost in the Maze, is this a good card? Like, it can be really amazing. It can also be kind of meh. Like, I think Granite Witness is a much better card, right? Not on my watch, also not bad. Dual Leech, I mean, it's okay. But I'm going to just take the Granite Witness, I guess. Not a great pack, but it's a very good card. I don't know. These are both great blue cards. What is this? Burden of Guilt. Oh, boy. Tuttle Tipster could be something. I mean, I think you're supposed to pick Repulsive Mutation over that because it just like wins every time you cast it. And it's splashable. But there's, a lot to be said for Forensic Researcher. You don't have to splash it, and it's just also very good. But I won't. Repulsive Mutation number 2? I think, yeah, that's the deck, right? Bishop of the what now? The Bloodstained. Okay, obviously not good here. Slice from the Shadows is good. I guess the best card here, Novice Inspector might be the best actual card. But I'm just going to take more Repulsive Mutations, and, Righty is telling me these colors are open, so I'm going for it. So maybe it's a Simic kind of thing. Exit Specialist is good. We could go for, ramp immediately, but let's just have some early tempo so I can live long enough to cast this Repulsive Mutation a few times. And this is pretty solid tempo. Well, actually, I mean, geez. I mean, Detective Satchel is a better card than Loxodon Eavesdropper, but Loxodon Eavesdropper is still quite good. And it wouldn't have to be on a splash, which, it's not hard to splash in green-blue. But also, you don't tend to have that many activators for this if you're not actually in blue-red. It's still a fine card, but I think Eavesdropper is just a more solid, strong by itself card that I'm not going to have to work hard to make better. Or to make playable at all in the sense of getting fixing for it. I don't know, maybe I could just be in red-blue, splashing Repulsive Mutation if I had gone the other way here. Speaking of, this would have been a nice land for that. But they went this way as a good card. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, this draft is going fine so far. We're a little bit more committed to 2 colors than I would like to be this early, but it seems to be going fine. Crowd Control Warden is good, but probably not really for this deck. Living Conundrum might be playable, but I don't think so. Like, blue-green is sort of the deck that it's for, but it's still just, give me some early interaction. Jaded Analyst. Some more early game survival stuff. I really don't think Living Conundrum is that impressive, but I mean, I guess we might get past Jaded Analyst later. We'll never get past another one of these, so if it becomes good, yeah, I'll skip it. I don't want it. Because Jaded Analyst, when you If you have any ways to trigger it, it is pretty cool. It's a 3-2 that doesn't have trouble trading with like any of their early game stuff. Alright, now we wait for this guy's packs to make it all the way around. I don't have any idea what any of these names signify. Another unauthorized exit? I think over hustle and bustle, yeah. Love having some interactive tools. Crime Stopper Sprite's fine. I have evidence, hopefully. Blue-green is supposed to be the evidence deck, so it's not as good as it would be in blue-white, which is the tempo, like detectives, but still can get a lot done. Oh, yeah. See, I told you we could get another Jaded Analyst if we wanted. That would have been a reason to take the Living Conundrum. But, I don't know. I don't mind having some Jaded Analysts. Sure. Can't really take this on the double splash. I think I just want the Maverick here. Private Eye is not a thing to splash for when, like, well, I have a decent number of detectives, but it's just like, I don't know, you don't really want to. And Dramatic Accusation is fine, but I have so many bounce spells, I don't really want this kind of effect. The red-blue land would be okay, Viju Ghazi would be okay, but this is a solid card that you're happy to have in any green deck. So maybe we are playing a more sort of tempo-oriented thing with lots of cheap cards and Repulsive Mutation as just like a tempo play, you know, 2-mana counterspell sort of effect, maybe. But I would like to pick up some heavier stuff for sure. We have 2 ramp spells so far. They went this way and Branch of Vitu Ghazi. Sure. I don't think I can really take Case of the Filched Falcon. I don't make a lot of artifacts. Eavesdropper makes 1. They went this way makes 1. Granite Witness is 1. So, like, you could trigger it with all the cards in my deck, but it would be hard. We could try to splash white. There have been some good white cards going around, maybe. And, like, wouldn't it be nice to have Makeshift Binding? But Bite Down on Crime is perfectly good. Case of the Filched Falcon again. And Reckless Detective. No, it's the Loxodon. I didn't see that earlier when I was looking through on my first glance. The Escape Tunnel wouldn't be crazy, but we're not splashing anything yet. So I guess the Loxodon Eavesdroppers are my late game, huh? They're obviously more like sort of mid-gaming spells, but for now they're playing the part of late game. Boy. I mean, I think we have to take the Surveillance Monitor. Yeah, it's so good. We are looking for some more ways to collect evidence. Right now we don't have very many. Is it? Yeah, it's the Crime Stopper Sprite and the Surveillance Monitor and the Bite Down on Crime. I mean, that's not a terrible number. But blue-green tends to get some, and that makes Surveillance Monitor much better if it just spits out flyer tokens all the time. This Orpik character is the slow one at the table. Out cold looks pretty great. The deck doesn't really have a coherent plan, but like you don't need one. You just need good cards and a curve. This isn't constructed. Dramatic Accusation is fine. So might be Pick Your Poison. I have enough like unauthorized exits that I don't know. I mean, they're both kind of the same card. What are you? 2 mana, green and sack. Any creature. To put the top creature from your library into hand. Seems bad. Fanatical Strength. I mean, you know, it's more of a Gruul combat trick, but I think it's better than taking whatever that 2 or 3 mana card was. We're doing really well on early game. I think I want a Crowd Control Warden. You know, it's an 8 mana spell, but it can be pretty scary. Maybe. Take another branch? It's not legendary or anything. And it's like a creature that's a land. Who knows? Maybe I'll even run this stupid magnifying glass. I want that Detective Satchel back now, by the way, I think. So many Dramatic Accusations going around in that pack. It's like a game of Among Us. Haha. Where's my Reasonable Doubts, though? Like, I'd like one of those. Burden of Proof. Just make things into 1/1s, huh? Not that exciting. What is this? Okay, I mean there's a fine card in here. Hotshot Investigators aren't terrible if we're looking for late game stuff, but this is a solid creature that's a removal spell as well. Pinkie Pie is passing to us as well. QFFF. Just the color stands out so much that I noticed it in the portrait, whereas normally these are just like bland whatevers. I don't think I need a third unauthorized exit. Could take a Rakish Scoundrel, but I'm pretty sure we want the Greenbelt Radical or the Fuss Bother. I don't know. This is just pretty cool. 4 mana, 4/4. Kellen! Ah, these fools, they don't know blue-green is the way to win. Oof, we could wheel something good in this pack as well. Look at all these goodies. I would definitely just take that and skip the rest of the draft if it were an option. Take the whole pack. Okay, this is the bad one. Viewgazi Inspector looks pretty good, but what if we took Yaris? I mean, we don't really have that much amazing disguise stuff. We do, though, have some. We have some fixing. We could take Yaris. I don't think we should. I think we should just take a cool little collect evidence card. We have a surveillance monitor that likes those. What the hell? I want all this, too. Got plenty of detectives, right? Yeah, 11. So this is pretty good. I think I only have the one card that cares about collecting evidence. It's just the surveillance monitor. So I'm not going to grab another Viewgazi Inspector over the 3/2. Okay, I do think we got enough that Case of the Filch Falcon would be good. A second Out Cold would also be good, probably. But I like this as a more of like, you know, helps fill out the curve, something to do early game. Crime Stopper Sprite. No, Evidence Examiner. This is the card I needed. This is it. We did it. Fey Flight, huh? Or Gadget Tech? They're both okay. I think I'll take the Fey Flight. I don't know. Gadget Tech is pretty constraining on our mana when we're not running red. Certainly it's playable, but it's just a lot less powerful than when you have access to both colors. Pass. Rare draft, I guess. Well, we have a solid number of playable cards. That's nice. Probably Fey Flight can go. I don't think it's that great. Fanatical Strength isn't really for us, I don't think. The 2 Jaded Analysts are nice. Magnifying Glass was never really a good card. I don't love Rakish Scoundrel. Take a Deduce? I guess. Oh. I didn't even notice this in the pack. I was complaining I didn't have a reasonable doubt, and I didn't take this one. There must have been something much better in that pack. I don't remember what it was. Okay, so let's make a look at our disguise creatures. Not that many. By the way, let's just cut these straight away and put in some more of our base colors. So here's a disguise pile. I guess I'll even put that in. And now let's look at the creatures. Decent curve. Okay, let's adjust the mana cost of that. Really solid 4 mana creatures. I don't think... Well, actually... The issue is... Like, I don't need the tempo from this super badly, but I found enough things that care about evidence, right? I have 2. Like, I'd prefer to have more, but... Surveillance Monitor makes a Thopter every time I collect evidence. Evidence Examiner lets me collect every turn and investigate. Crime Stopper Sprite collects evidence, making it a little bit better than it would otherwise be. Plus, it's one of my few evasive creatures. But, I don't know. We don't actually have that much synergy for evidence. The other thing I'm wondering is, like, how many creatures am I going to actually have out there? Is Crowd Control Warden big enough to be worth spending 8 mana on? I think Case of the Filch Falcon should be great. If we look at Artif or Investigate, like, we have a ton of this stuff, right? Yeah. So it should be quite easy to trigger. Or to solve. Our curve stops at 4, which is sort of interesting. What is the game plan here? Like, are we just curving out? Do I not actually want the Reasonable Doubt? Because I never want to hold up mana? It sort of feels that way. The Repulsive Mutations are better because I can... like, play them proactively as well as reactively. Maybe the data analyst should go. I don't know, cutting a lot of creatures. Seems dubious, and yet I can't help myself. The branches of V2 Ghazi are also a little bit meh. Like, it's a colorless land, but also it's a ramp and it's a creature. Like, there's a lot of ways this thing can be good. I don't know. 2 accusations, a bite down on crime, an unauthorized exit, and 2 out colds are my, like, removal. Could maybe, like, I don't love dramatic accusation. I could probably make do with 1 fewer of those. Maybe this is the deck. Sort of wonder if 18 is, well, if 17 is too few. Like, I should probably put in another forest and take out a spell here. Culvert Ambusher, I guess. You know, it should be Granite Witness, I think. Like, I don't know. For 5 mana, this is pretty good. This is just easier to play. And it's a 4 mana 4/4. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I don't think I've built... No, this is the wrong deck art. I don't think I've built this deck correctly. But if I knew how to build the deck correctly, I would have done so. So instead, we're just going to run with this. Oh, you know what I should do? Check my dailies before we start the game. He remembered. Unbelievable. Alert the media. White or blue creature. Okay, I can do that. I mean, one perspective you could have on the game plan of this deck is that it should be to, like, survive until you can play Kellen and then protect it with counterspells. I don't know. Found Kellen. Don't have a forest. There's 8 in the deck, though. I can bounce something on 2 and surveil for a forest. I'm going to keep it. This is greedy, obviously. It's a fish. Yeah, and I think I do just unauthorized exit this rather than deduce. This gets me a card closer to forest just like this does, but it also gets rid of the fish for now. Got it. Okay, so now I can use Kellen's Adventure and still cast a Deduce. Or I can play a creature. I think I want that Adventure. I should probably cut this before cutting Granite Witness. What am I thinking? It's much more difficult to cast. Okay, please don't kill it. I don't think they can for 2 mana at instant speed. They certainly could for 4. Pop the fish and galvanize, for example. Or just a combat trick? No blocks. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is for winning. It might be a repulsive mutation kind of play. I'm not sure. Or maybe just put this out and try to block with it, which is a lot safer. Let's see what Kellen comes up with. Oh, right. I don't want a clue. I want to blow this up. Okay, represents a counterspell at least. Power, right? Greatest power among creatures you control. So, 3. A dog walker, sure. I can't stop that. Alright, mission accomplished, I guess. We stabilized. Although we have to be aware of on the job now, pretty much forever. ETB, you may collect evidence. Okay, so I might as well swing with Kellen first. It's not a combat trigger. Nice. Lands are really good, but I think like 6 is an okay number to stick at for now. And all the spells I have are pretty important, I think. Four, you said? Yeah. I could run out V2 Ghazi Inspector. I probably should, right? Get a 2/4 blocker and gain some life and make another Thopter. If they kill Kellen at this point, it's fine. I think they would have earlier if they could anyway, right? Still don't want lands. Okay, we're looking good against On the Job now. And it's still really hard for them to kill Kellen all at once. I'm glad I used up all my evidence. I mean, this costs 4, which is kind of sad. I think I might just play Eavesdropper and then crack the clue with Kellen. Hold up 2 mana for Counterspell. This is 6? Yeah, so I don't have a 6 I could discard. Yeah, just keep discarding lands, I guess. I could wait on this clue to get Loxodon value, but I have enough clue value. Just keep drawing cards. That's way more important than some buff to this thing. I mean, red-white versus blue-green. If the board state gets to this position, red-white should not win. But they could have some cool ability. That's why we're holding up mana for counterspells. Also because it was convenient. That looks like on the job, which they can't pay for. Because I can make them pay 3. They're prepared to, like, survive reasonable doubt, but they can't survive on the job. Sorry, they can't survive repulsive mutation. So we just go all in on blocks here. But don't block with Kellen. He's too precious. Pays mana equals greatest power, which is 3, among creatures you control. They can't do that. X is 0. This creature, this spell. Oh, I probably should have made a clue somehow? I guess I can't. Right, I could outcold 0 creatures, I guess. Target an artifact. No. This was lethal, I think. I didn't really count it out. Yeah, 12. So yeah, always be on the lookout for on the job, and in this case, like, opponent was on the lookout for a counterspell, but we had a better one. That was their way back in, was a blowout on the job, and so we just had to make sure that didn't happen. Great. I mean, we won't be collecting much evidence early, but it's still a 2-mana 2/2. Hello, nice to meet you, little goat. I mean, it'll be sad if this gets shocked, but obviously you have to run it out. They shouldn't suspect this. If they wanted to, they would have attacked with the goat first. Also should have surveilled first, in case like that affected their decision about whether to suspect. But if they decided they never want to suspect it, then like whatever. Doesn't matter how you order it, I guess. In that case. Try not to land. Got a decent double block now, although I'm not sure I would be willing to do it. I might be too afraid. Some combat trick like the chase is on would absolutely ruin me. Okay. Oh, attack with both. I thought attack with just the 2/1. Because I don't really want to double block it. I think you would kill the Evidence Examiner in that case, because you know that's a good spell, and this might not be. But this just gives me a free kill on the goat. Okay. It gets in 2 damage, I guess, if that's that important to you. So we could flip the land, I guess, before playing any of these other cards. The question is, do I want a 5th land or do I want a 2/2? I think I want a 2/2. So we just play the Eavesdropper and pass. And I'll happily double block with these two, get some evidence in the grave. Start really cooking. Like, I would love to put Loxodon Eavesdropper in the graveyard. Thanks. Because now the surveillance monitor is on. None blocks. Okay, that's nothing. Great. Pop a clue? I think so. And then just play a land. Okay, this one. And pass? I don't want to swing with even my 1/1 because it's useful for double blocking stuff. The 3/6 is a little bit scary. I guess I could dramatically accuse it, but it seems pretty stupid when they could just like use it to sacrifice. Oh, you can't sacrifice itself. Interesting. So if I'm worried about dealing with the 3/6, which I sort of am, they have good attacks and I'm at 14. I think I should just do that now. Get out of here. Can't attack, can you? Okay, let's see it. Some trick, I guess. I mean, yeah, the trick is scary. But this uses up the trick. I don't know, it'd be better to make a block like this while I have unauthorized exit. Maybe they just really wanted the surveil. I don't know. Or they're planning to sack it anyway and thought they'd see if they can get some damage in. They don't have to have a combat trick for some of those reasons. Okay, or they're just happy with trading into my land. Great. Crime Novellist. So what? When you sacrifice an artifact, right? Okay. This sacrifices creatures. There are creature artifacts in the format, but not like I should be super concerned about them. I think we just play another land as a creature and hold up like Reasonable Doubt, Bounce, all these various cool things. Really need to get some more evidence though. We would be going nuts if we had some evidence. Wonder why they wanted to trade this into my face down. Just because they were worried. I hadn't used it for a few turns and I was tapped out. I guess they wanted to make sure they could kill it before it became a giant creature, maybe. Seems plausible. Aha, we did it. It's a Kellen. Two mana to just investigate and not play any lands is a little bit bad. Just running out the Kellen is a little scary, but I guess if they kill it, I don't even mind, right? Maybe I should... Yeah, investigating's pretty cool, I guess. Playing very passively here, but I think that's right. I don't have enough board that I can attack with anything. Maybe I could be attacking with the flyer. I don't know. They don't have any of the menace anymore that they used to have, but I think things are going pretty well. I don't need to be pushing my luck. Okay, now I can play Kellen and still have a very dubious counterspell. Or even just an unauthorized exit if I need it, I guess. Wait, why didn't... Oh, I see. Yeah, sure. I wanted to hold both of these open. It could have held double blue to keep that option. Either one makes sense to me. I think I could attack with the flyer. Yeah. I maybe could have done that a few times by now. I got sort of locked into thinking they had a menace creature that I needed this for. And then when that stopped being true, I didn't update. Okay. Am I afraid to tap out even in their end step? What if they have some instant? I think I'll be fine. Can't actually flip this up yet. I don't have the mana for it, but I don't know. It just seems prudent to leave up 2 of everything. Maybe one green and triple blue, I guess, was technically correct. Oh well. Whoa! They were waiting for their blue. What would you be splashing in these colors that's blue? I don't know. Cryptic Coat? This deck sure would love Cryptic Coat. It's pretty powerful. Gonna finally try to do something, or what's the deal? I want that 1/1 more than I want a card. There's no group of blockers is big enough to deal with this, as it turns out. Yeah, you do well to aim small. Oh, that's true. You do get to investigate this way. I forgot about that. That's cute. Repulsive Mutation is more or less an unstoppable counter when I have a 9/9 on board. Unless they like murder the 9/9 in response to the counter spell. Like they're sitting here on two things that I need to counter, then I could be in some trouble. But I don't know. How likely is that, right? Push. I could just bounce it. I'd like it to stay on board, but this is a decent chance to get value out of unauthorized exit, I suppose. Or I could just let it die and collect some evidence. It's not so bad. Yeah, you can have it. I don't need that creature to win. You can have that too. Although, why you did this pre-combat is a mystery. Oh, you're just going to crack it immediately, sure. Maybe you wanted the crime novelist to get big enough to attack? Question mark? No. How many artifacts do I have right now? 3 if I play this? Seems good. Case closed. Running this out is pretty dangerous. I'd rather just have all the interaction available. Oh, white as well, by the way. What? This can't be a Niv Mizzet deck. What is this? Case of the Shattered Pact that they're just like hoping to flip somehow? Detective Satchel, I see. They could pay up to 6, but I could put 4 counters on my flyer. That wouldn't be enough. 4 counters on something else. Okay, they've seen that I have a counterspell and are giving up, question mark? I don't know. They got their cast blue spells daily finished and gave up. Because I was so far ahead. Kellen is just a house. He's unstoppable. Still don't know why they traded their 2/1 into my face down. I guess, like I said, they wanted to kill it before it could flip into something giant, I guess, like a bubble smuggler. Looks good. 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's see your true colors, Fiend. They're red. Okay. Well, I like Vitu-Ghazi Inspector against a red deck, that's for sure. Stuck on single red? Just red? Like mono red, maybe? Ooh, okay. Ooh. That is a bit of a frightening card. I think I should just bite down on crime immediately. No, I can do that later, right? Play the Eavesdropper. What's the risk? This thing turns into a 2/2. Who cares? Maybe I could have even attacked with this. But, like, assuming that they crack a clue, it's trading 1 damage for 2. I don't know. I guess the real risk is what if they make this so big that I'm not willing to block it? That would be scary. Okay, crime is being bitten down upon. Who needs to be bigger? You? I guess so. One land would be incredible. Get to play both of these and get both effects right away. Opponent has a ton of cards in hand. They haven't been able to play enough stuff. They missed their 4th land, right? Oh, their 5th as well. I forgot. I'm player 1. They've missed a land twice. Oh, right. This made the red mana. It's like, why do they... Did they tap wrong? No. Okay. Well, fine. Good enough. I kind of think I just out cold and swing for 7 rather than develop all this long-term stuff. Push my first player advantage. And then next turn I can do this gross shit. Although they're currently dead on board. Aha! Post-combat cluefish. I love it. We did it! The stuff happened! I'll trade this for the fish. Actually, next turn I can just win with it? If I draw a land. I mean, looks like I have lethal next turn anyway. But they're probably playing some creatures, right? Ooh, okay. That loses though, right? No. You only have to take 2. Oh no, you have to attack with the fish, so you're dead. Yeah. Didn't get to flip my cool dude. I should be casting blue spells, of course. Well, the opponent stumbled on land, and we had a beautiful curve out. Can't really take a lot of credit for playing that one well. I think I did. I played it fine. I did the stuff necessary. Recognized when I had a window to get them basically dead, instead of just, like, dirtling around. Even though it was such an enticing dirtle. If I'd had 6 mana, I probably would have dirtled. But I didn't. I only had 5. So instead, I went for the kill. This is a pretty slow hand, huh? I could unauthorized exit their 2-drop, probably. Maybe? The deck has a lot of cheap spells, doesn't it? I'm going to keep this. Yeah, see? Easy. Weird mountain. What set is this? I have no idea. Well, we don't have much of a tempo game plan here. I changed... Turns out I do. X is 1. Here and here, please. Ta-da! A board. No. I'm really supposed to be the slow player in this game. Trading 2 life is not beneficial to me, even if that's all that happens. Even if it's 2 of their life for 1 of mine, it's dubious. Just play out some stuff. Well, I found a nice 2-3-4 curve out of all that. The repulsive mutation on 3 was very lovely. Well, they shouldn't be able to make this a 3-3. Not with just clues, anyway. What is this? Satchel? Oh no. This is going to be a tough game. Okay, it turns out I am the aggro deck, and I should have tried to trade earlier. Trade life, I mean. This is bad. I don't have any like cool ways to kill artifacts, do I? I guess I have Kellen. Reminds me, I watched a video a while ago of a Magic player that I follow on YouTube who was playing a Kellen deck and ran up against a Satchel deck. And then it turned out to be a 2-satchel deck. And then a 3-set. They had 5 satchels by the end of the game, which was like halfway through their deck. Unreal. Yeah, we crack a clue here for sure, Z's. Can I attack with my 2-4, do you think? These are definitely going in. This one, they could pop 1 clue. And double block. Oh no, they can pop a... Oh, they already made the Thopter. Okay, so no more Thopters are coming. But this is getting a counter. It's a 3-3. I could just bounce it, I suppose, but... I think bouncing the Satchel is a lot better. And do I want to trade my 2-4 for a single 1-1? Not really. Jumping the 3-3. That's interesting. What is this? Shock? It must be. But then why not? Oh, they don't want me collecting no, I'm getting evidence anyway. Why not block 4 damage instead of 3? Very strange. It must be shock or something like that. Some way to finish this off that wouldn't have worked here. It has to be shock. Enjoy your additional clues, but it's going to cost you a lot of mana. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, it was shock. Fine. Obviously, I could have kept my creature alive by bouncing their Thopter instead, but that seems crazy. Ah! This is very bad still. Okay, so... Crack the clue. I'm still going to swing with this as a 4/4. I mean, there's not really much else I can do. If they double block, it's sort of sad. But I don't know that they'll want to. Sure. Okay, beware, I have repulsive mutation. These are not the droids you're looking for. That's what we're leaving up green and blue mana to make them worry about that. They probably won't be too stressed about it, but, you know, best to leave some room for doubt in your opponent's mind. Ooh. Okay, that's a pretty good play. On the other hand, it does cost them all their mana. I wish I could draw a spell. That'd be pretty cool. Looking pretty bad. If they hadn't killed this creature, I'd be doing much, much, much better, of course. But they did well. That was a good play. Now you're gonna make a 4/4, of course. All right, no blocks. I mean, can I resign yet, or is there some hope? Kellen could do something. Yeah, I really have to stick around, sadly. Kellen would solve... Well, they have a 4/4. Even though Kellen could shoot this and then shoot the satchel, like, I need Kellen plus a way to deal with Orangutan. I'm not sure I have one. Case of the Filched Falcon would make a 4/4, but I don't have enough artifacts. Rollbelt Maverick could put a counter on Kellen? Pulsive Mutation could. Okay, I mean, this is a joke. Drawn half the lands in my deck in half my deck. I mean, that's not unreasonable. Just didn't get as much mileage out of the spells or as much draw. I don't know. Can't blame the shuffler too much. Yeah, okay, I'm out of here. I should have cast on some reasonable doubt. Just for a daily, I guess. Although I think we're finishing those anyway, right? Maybe they're already done. Let's go check. A watch spot never boils. That was one of them. Yeah, we're done. No need to do silly shenanigans just for the daily anymore. Incredible. I have my only 1-drop. And my favorite 2-drop. Oh, get that shit out of here. Although I kind of wish I could put some spells in the graveyard for Evidence Examiner. I think I'm dunking literally any draw. Red-blue pass. Trying to counter me? Good news for me. I have a 1-mana spell and nothing else to do anyway. I think I'll just crack the clue. But I don't have to do it now, obviously. I need more action and I don't have any obvious way to get 2 more clues. This is gross. Okay, have fun with that, I guess. This sucks. Anti-tempo. Not very good against the Dogwalker, is it? Get it in the graveyard. I can collect evidence now. And it wasn't enough evidence for Bite Down on Crime anyway, which would be kind of a cool thing to do against Dogwalker before it could flip. I think I just need to maximize the value I get out of this evidence examiner while she's here. Ooh, okay. That could have been worse. Like, it's not great, but I still get to investigate. Which means we're close to solving the case. Not sure how I'll finish. Just gonna play Disguised Creature for triple blue. Surprise, it's a Dogwalker. Well, so much for saving up clues, I guess. Oh, that's something. If I cast it now, I can solve the case? And get in for 3. I mean, it's not incredible, but... Doggy time. At least they can't have on the job. They're at 7 and I have a 4/4 flyer coming. So there's hope. What's my plan for the turn? This is 3 mana, right? You know, clue and this. Okay, so I can crack 1 clue. Reasonable doubt, the hustle and bustle or something like that, maybe? Or they have some kill spell that I don't have enough mana to... Or they have... I can't counter this anyway. Okay. Wouldn't mind getting this in the graveyard, but it's better at blocking a 3/1, right? Whereas this is for blocking their flyer, I guess. I don't know, they don't have great attacks. Maybe trading their 3/1 off for my 1/3. Sorry, trading their flyer off for my 1/3 sort of makes sense because it lets everything else do some attacking. I don't know how much I can sit on my butt here. Oh, okay. Yikes. Because I don't know that the 4/4 is going to be in time to win the game for me. Oh, they didn't get evidence at least. That's nice. Well, I guess I can do this. Play this as a creature and still have a spell available. Bouncing their flyer could be their Fey Flighted flyer could be a thing. Because it comes back without flying. Kind of makes sense, right? Although maybe don't do that until they commit to a double block against the clue. Yeah, that seems right. One evidence, huh? Let's deduce pre-combat, though. All the same. I want to know what options I have. Okay. Playing this as a creature would require not cracking the clue. If I want to also play these two. I want to have access to both of these, I think. Cute. Quadruple block, maybe? Or triple block, I mean? I can't fix that. But if they try a double block, I do get them. Oh, even better, I can bounce the token and kill the other one. Wow. I didn't think they'd be this greedy. I don't think playing Vitu-Ghazi is very good right now. I'm going to hold up the clue and the counterspell, even though it's hard to counter anything right now. There's enough evidence for more clues, which is nice. Case of the Phil's Falcon doing work, apparently. But mostly it's the evidence examiner. Okay. What's the plan? Can't be shock. Okay, just a prank. What is this? Wait, what? Why don't they want a flying blocker? Huh. That's very strange. I mean, I think I want the Thopter, right? Play this out, but it would also be nice to play this face down. I can do both and hold up the counterspell. Okay, so I have to play this as a land, it turns out, which is fine. They have something. Like their own exit? Yeah, okay. Can't counter that. You got me. I'll crack the clue, I guess. Well, I can counter it in that sense, I suppose. No surveil for you. They wouldn't. I really don't want to play into... I don't want to get counterspelled, actually. Like, I think they could totally have it. And this creature is so good. If it resolves, I win the game. So I think I should just be patient, wait another turn or two to play it until I can do so safely. That's what I get for cracking the clue, I guess, last turn. Green? Uh-oh. Repulsive mutation? Oh, I found my own. Okay. Evidence count 1. No real way to do anything about that. I mean, Kellen also wins the game. I'm gonna play this one though. I don't have a good reason. That's just what I'm gonna do. How frightening could a face down card be, right? And if they counter this, it's fine. I can always counter back. Even if they dump all their mana into Repulsive Mutation. Especially if they dump it all. Looks like they're going to target the Crime Stopper Sprite with a Repulsive Mutation, maybe? Yeah. I'll just use Reasonable Doubt. No need to be so greedy as to Repulsive Mutate this. Counter this. That's their spell. Suspect a creature? I could suspect the flyer, actually. That's kind of funny. Sure. And just hold the rest up for counters. What is this? It can't be Crowd Control Warden. How could this kill me? That's what I'm mainly worried about. I mean, it's hard to imagine, right? It could be the 3-2 trample double strike, I guess, along with a pump. But I can counter the pump, probably. I really want to keep as many creatures alive as I can so that when I flip this next turn it still wins, but I don't need much for that to be the case. I'll offer you 2 creatures. Yeah, they... 6 mana? It's a Hellion? It's a Bubble Smuggler. Who cares? Enjoy. And they're pretty well tapped out here. I mean, they could have a counterspell, but not much else. Let me just double check what that does. Yeah, okay, good. Plus, Repulsive Mutation is another way to kill them. Although I don't think I would want to commit to that. Pouring a bunch of counters on. Can't counter an ability. My creatures are all getting trample. And if you try to do anything, I'll just counter it. Alright, mission accomplished. I wonder what they had. Might have been another unauthorized exit. It didn't seem like it was the counterspell, because it actually was holding priority for them here. At a time when it would have been illegal to cast the counterspell. So we'll never know whether, like, my caution in waiting to play this was necessary, or whether I would have won even with the greedy, early, aggressive play. Well, 4-1. Detective Satchel plus Gleaming Gear Drake is tough to beat. Oh yeah, I'm still running that Crowd Control Warden that I kind of said maybe I should cut, but I think it's good. You know, it's a 9/9 sometimes. Looking good. A 2 and a 3. And then some decent stuff to do later. Are you a detective? You are. Okay, let's run this one out first. Not that I think it hugely matters. It would just be nice to play this at a time when I can collect evidence for. So they have like Slice from the Shadows probably. Since it gave them priority there. Like, what else are you going to have for double black? This gets the evidence in the yard. That's what I need. And I would need the 4th land as well. Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay, I don't need this guy. Fairy Snoop, yeah, makes sense. I can't actually hold up Counterspell after playing this because I don't have double green. Huh. What do I do here? Just run this out for a Thopter and miss a clue? I guess. Slimy Dual Leech is a little out of place in Dimir, but it's still a good card. Whoa. Get piped, I guess. That's a lot of damage. Okay, but I mean, I have more damage. Forest is a great hit. Lets me hold up this for 1. It's not incredible, but it's something. Or maybe I just play Vitu-Ghazi as a land? Because these are sort of enough already, right? And another creature to continue with the beats. Then out cold them. Seems nice, actually. Why counter their stuff when you can just knock them all out cold? And that gets evidence into the graveyard as well, in a more guaranteed way. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Would have been nice to counter that. But it's also nice to play Vitu-Ghazi, right? So... me against 1 leech with a lead pipe. How do you even wield a lead pipe as a leech? Just wrap around it like a snake? Maybe? Hard to imagine they could get much torque with it in their jaws. I don't think we should allow this. That seems very clear to me. My greatest power creature has power 2, so they can't pay. X is 0, yeah. Target a creature you control? You do have to target something, not that it matters. I'll target you. Six, 8? Not quite there. 5 evidence. Bounce the leech rather than out cold, I think. Okay. Got him. Sure. Notice, by the way, 4 lands to 6, like... It's just really important in this format to hit your land drops every time. Yes, I had some unfair cards, and like they did too, and I got to counter theirs, because I was hitting my land drops every time. If I'd had one less land, because I had missed a single time, I wouldn't have been able to play as I did. And I didn't need any extra spells. I had plenty, right? Lands are good. I'm coming around to that these days. In my development as a Magic player, I have reached the stage of, oh, I guess lands are good sometimes. There's a great looking Case of the Filched Falcon, and an even better looking Kellen. This is disgusting, in fact. Just so glad to keep drawing lands. They don't have a counter for Kellen right now, so I could run him out. Or I could run out the Loxodon, which solves the case immediately. And is not quite so obviously incredible. But it is still very good. When am I going to like actually activate the case, though? Not in a big hurry, it seems. Well, actually, I want to solve the case before Kellen starts attacking, because he's going to want to sack the clues. So I think I just go with the Eavesdropper. That way, when I play Kellen, he can freely sack as many clues as he wants. Plus, it's sort of difficult for them to use interaction on this when they know Kellen is waiting in the wings. Oh, okay. Sure. Gotta say, I love hitting these lands every time. I can't pay for a counterspell at the moment, huh? It's a little annoying. Let's see if they have one. Can't really tell. They might just let this resolve. Because it isn't Kellen. I mean, Out Cold is good, actually. And I really want to draw the land next turn. They could even have Repulsive Mutation, I suppose. That would be a disaster. I mean, getting Out Cold into the graveyard, I don't have any evidence care abouters at the moment. I guess I want to draw both of these island first. Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of putting them on Repulsive Mutation, actually. That's a little scary. They could pay X's 3, have 5 power. There's no, I mean, I can't pay Counterspell for anything on with that kind of a cost. I already know what I'm drawing is an out cold. I'd rather just make the clue into a flyer and have that be a threat. Okay. Well, we got them to use that ability up. That's nice. But obviously it cost me a lot as well. 1 evidence. I wonder if they're going to keep the evidence thing in this little pop-up forever. Or if it's just here for Karlov Manor. Okay. This is the time for Kellen, right? If what they had was a counterspell, they can't use it now. You know, I could bluff a counterspell, but I don't have one, and I'd like to hit a land, right? Ah, clicked outside the window. Come back. So I'm just going to show them I don't have it. Okay. Order was wrong. Should have done that first, of course. Okay, it's not too bad, I think. They're mousing over the goblin a little suspiciously, but I never know what to make of such things. Could be a bluff, could be an accident, could be real. I don't think I want to attack with more than the flyers. Kind of wish I still had unauthorized exit. Well, there's another in the deck, right? I think I'm just gonna, like, tap out here. For a big play next turn. I'm not gonna put them on the job, but, like, obviously one of their creatures could be increased in size if they do a big attack. Okay, it was the goblin. That's fine. For evidence, we did it, if we wanted anyway. Wow. If I full swing here, I'm not dead, right? They have 5, 7, 11 damage? Yeah, not even close. I'm dead to on the job, but like that's if they don't block, and I don't think they have on the job anyway. It's not even that suspicious in all attack either, right? Like, they just don't have very good blocks against this. Or nothing incredible. They're fine. But of course when I have this, the blocks are really bad. Well, you saved the 1/1, but at what cost? At the cost of your life. I guess they didn't even imagine I might have a combat trick. They said, I'm going to make good blocks against what's face up. And if he has a trick, then I can't beat it. All right, 6-1. The loss was game number 3 or 4, I think. Let's check. Game number 4. Yeah, that is it, guy, man. I wondered what my opponent was playing in the last game. Very mysterious. They had all the colors. Never did show up with a counterspell. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, at the beginning of the game, I thought blue was a bigger part of their color pie, but they just had every color? I don't know what the plan was. So, but that makes it less likely that they're running counterspells, of course. Except Repulsive Mutation, which I guess is one you'd love to splash. Kellen in the opener. Keep it every time. And plenty of lands. That's what I like to see. A BS rare and the lands to support it. Oh, where were you? Oh, hang on. I was going to say where were you last turn, but I can still play you. I'm playing 2 lands this turn. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any evidence. This guy's just a 4-mana 3/3, which is whatever. Let's get it in the graveyard. Go looking for greener pastures. Teamer. Alright, I'll just play Kellen and see what you've got to do about it. It's not easy to beat Kellen once it's on the board. There's not a lot of removal that deals with it. Murder's good, but... Oh, bite down on crime? Yeah, okay. That's very good as well. I'll chump for 1. Get this in the graveyard is fine. Inspector plus counter, I guess? You don't really need more blue sources, right? This is a more flexible land in that case, because I can play it as a creature if I want. All the rest I'd like to keep. Although you could maybe persuade me land is better than deduce. No. I refuse. Have I not played a land for turn? Oh, well in that case, I should have kept the island. Whoops. Clear mistake there. Obviously you'd rather have an island in play than this. What the hell? Oh my god. Alright, they just get to face up whatever this garbage is. I'm not going to let them draw a card here. Well, I mean, it is garbage. That's about what I said. I don't even know what I'm supposed to unauthorized exit here. Maybe nothing. I guess if I play a lot of big beaters, I have to... Oh, yeah, like this. I have to bounce the Yaris here, right? Because if that thing gets to flip up, like, it's just miserable. Oh, or I could have let them attack with it, and then... Yeah, that was the right play, actually. Because I could block it with the 4-3, and they'd be expecting it to come back face up, but then I bounced the Yaris. Okay, that was a mistake. This would be a 5-5. That's something, I guess. But not yet. I think I need the evidence examiner going. I wish I could, like, hold this up as well, but... Oh, I guess I could try. If I'd hit an island. Yeah, just getting absolutely beat up here. By Yaris and nothing else. The bite down on crime is very good. I mean... just gonna face it up now, huh? Interesting. Yeah, big blunder not letting this attack me. I'm wincing. My mouth is making... what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, involuntary, unhappy shapes. Just full swing, like, kills me pretty much, right? Well, what can you do? Well, I guess maybe I shouldn't be auto-passing because of this. I can't unclick this. What the hell? Okay. Full control. There we go. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just, like, getting the clue and then still passing. Yeah. Okay, the human is the threat, apparently. Yeah, that resolves. Hopefully they don't do anything too nasty to my centaur. Eh? Not bad. The only problem is they still have Yaris. And also a fistful of other useful cards, I assume. I need to be able to, like, punch this guy and also draw a V2 Gauzy Inspector, please. Okay, that's something, I guess. Actually, it's kind of perfect. So I can make a clue at instant speed? They have a lot of attackers, though. Like, Bustle kills me, for example. I think. I haven't done the math. I guess maybe I could live somehow, but I don't think so, right? No, not even close. Well... There's the 6th land. I guess I have Counterspell for Bustle. And it is sorcery speeds. They have to either... Nothing! Wow, okay. That afraid of my 4/4 flyer. Makes sense, I guess. They wanted to make sure this would resolve. I see. Did not expect Intrude on the Mind from this deck. Give you this and a 4/4. Or these and a 1/1. I think I gotta give him these and a 1/1, right? Like, Felonious Rage is a problem. It deals with the clue, but it's not the end of the world. Well, it's only +2/+0, isn't it? So it doesn't even kill the clue. Okay, I guess nothing again? Hold up a big mutation? Maybe crack one clue? They're so close to just like killing me with attack all is the thing, especially with Felonious Rage. They have 4 creatures who get in. Felonious Rage makes me take at least 6 damage. But I can counter it. Yeah, I guess I'll crack one clue. Pass. Don't like that very much. We definitely counter it. And I think I just have to pay X is 3, like, to get some counters down, right? Even X is 0 counters the spell, but I don't think I'm really playing Reasonable Doubt, and I'd like this to be bigger. Okay, that's sort of fine. Whenever they draw their Hustle Bustle, which like must be in this kind of deck, right? I just die, but well, no. I mean, yeah, they have enough lands that they can get through Reasonable Doubt. They're close to killing me without it, frankly. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to, maybe I'm supposed to like play this out and not hold Reasonable Doubt, because what am I really countering? But they have a lot of cards. They might try to double spell and I can get them then. Oh, GG. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me, I think. Playing this would have been kind of cool, but I would still be dead. Oh, they can make that a 4/4. I mean, right now I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So I don't have to do anything to kill me. If I could eliminate the impossible, I'd actually be in great shape. Oh, I miscounted, I guess. Took one more than I thought. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that mistake against Yaris, where I didn't let them attack me with a disguised creature, which I think they would have been happy to do. Like, would that have been enough? Probably not. But it would have killed their 3/2 and the 1/1 flyer that comes with it, right? And those were a problem on the final board. This is not a hand. This is pretty bad, too. I do have a Maverick. And as soon as I draw an island, it's looking good. But going down to 5? Like, I don't know. I mean, ugh. I need an island very, very soon. And you only draw one, like, 1 in 5 times. Or I guess there's, what, 8 of them in a 33 card deck. So it's like 1 in 4. I need one on, like, turn 2. I need to draw it immediately. We have ways to come back from a 5-card hand, I think. Okay, this we have to keep. Yeah, now I just need to draw any lands, which is a little bit more reasonable. Still bad. My opponent is a backwards probe. They've analyzed the pollen and found there was an island in it. I don't think I was just supposed to ship one of these back to hold on to a 3rd land, but... You know, maybe I was. It seems awful. You have to keep 2 land and some spells. Okay. At least I get to do something. I think we dump the mutation here because I just need proactive plays for quite some time. What is this shit, by the way? No. They can make it a 4/4, but they could maybe do something even worse. I want to get, like, the Greenbelt Radical down as a real blocker for this, so I can put in a real double block, I think. Could play Disguised Creature and a Radical, like this, but I think a 4/4 is pretty cool. Actually, maybe a 3/3 is good enough. Give me a double block here that doesn't suck, and I get a clue. It does suck if they have the chases on, I suppose. If this is Rift vs. Hellion, we definitely can't block it. I'm going to go for this. Well, double block there wouldn't have been so bad, it turns out. I think I just have to play this face up. Face downing it is pretty greedy. Maybe I can be greedy with unauthorized exit? Hold this to chump? I don't even know when I'm going to draw my 7th land. This might never flip, which would be pretty terrible. But I mean, a 4/4 doesn't even really do what I need here. I don't know. But flipping this isn't that... I don't have enough creatures for this to do much. I think I just need to play a 4/4. Gives me a convincing double block for this. And then maybe I should have swung with that, therefore? I don't know. Yeah, okay. But I can unauthorized exit to get this back quickly if I need to. I'm not sure that's going to be any good, though. Because it just gives them back the binding. But and then it lets me engage in a double trade, so I don't know. Like, that doesn't seem very good. But I have to do something. I thought there would be enough evidence, huh? My creature's a 4/4. Using unauthorized exit just for the privilege of... Well, I don't know. It's hard to see a line to come back here. But if there is one, maybe it's this double block? I don't know. I mean, they're not being too aggressive at the moment. I don't know what that says about their hand. Like, how could it be that they don't have what they need here? They need more white? Maybe. I could accuse this, but I don't even know if it matters. Well, I kind of have to assume it doesn't matter, because if it's a big enough creature to kill me, I'll lose. I don't know. I just need them to hit very, very bad draws all game. What? What is this? Some double red flip card? Something that they want to save for a time when it's more opportune, so it's not just a big creature, it's, you know, like an exit specialist or something. I mean, there's still another repulsive mutation in the deck. That's kind of what I have to play. Oh, there's two. I only mulliganed one away previously. It's not the mulligan I kept. So that, I think that's the way to win this game, is to, like, counter something and get a million counters on one of my creatures. Okay. I mean, whatever this attack is, they had it previously and didn't use it. So it can't be that amazing? I don't know. I can't just let them hit me, so... Is it a double red flip card or something? It's a crowd control warden. Okay. I thought of that as one card that would they might want to hang on to until it's a bigger threat, but I think that would be wrong. I don't know. A 4/4 looked pretty good on that board. They could have gotten in a lot of damage if they'd attacked with it earlier. But I guess they held on to it for long enough to convince me that blocking was okay, so maybe who's laughing now? Yeah? It's not really anything at the moment. I can cycle it for 6 mana. Doesn't seem like a great play. My opponent has drawn very badly, it seems. Or, I mean, they're hanging on to whatever resource they need to kill me, I guess. Right, they're playing the control game. Sure. I can trade unauthorized exit for their creature by repeating this trick, I guess. But as long as it's just a 1/3, I'm not too concerned. Keep hitting me for 12 more turns if you... Well, 11 turns I would allow. 12 turns I would have to intercede. Okay, that's a start. Okay, I mean, you know, could have been worse, I guess. Problem is I can't out cold at the moment. So I'm going to have to take a bigger hit than I would like. Sure. Yeah. Another target creature. So I think I have to give them back their 5/5. I don't have any enchantments I particularly care about them killing. Cool. Oh, I could have flipped this one up to bounce. No, but then it would be a 2/1 and it would still die, right? Well, I managed to spend 11 mana. I must be doing something, right? I don't want to let them flip this if I can help it. Outcolding these two is a kind of cute way to do it. And I have enough mana to still crack both clues in that case. On the other hand, this is a 6/6, so maybe I just block their 5/5 with it? I don't know which one is the 5/5 is the problem. Oh. Okay, not now though. I've located their 5/5. Sort of wish they had picked the other one. We're in this game. Like, we're behind, but I struggled for long enough that we kind of have stuff going on. Doppelgang? Oh, man. I don't have Evidence Examiner. For X is 4? Oh, no. Okay. Well, I'm not going to win anymore. Nice. I can bounce a creature here. Oh dear. I think it has to be my Evidence Examiner. Because they're going to get like 30 clues if they get a copy of that. Plus they're about to makeshift bind it anyway. Oh man, yeah, sure. I don't think there's much hope anymore. I think we should just let them have a good time, right? Let's let them solve the case so that next turn they can tag me for 800 or whatever it is. Oh, show them I just drew this. Oh, gosh. Is it possible I could have gotten a clue and found this in time? No. X is 7. Just let them know how close they were to their doppelgang not resolving. As they put me to minus 32. Very, very, I mean, you know, it was bound to happen eventually. They drew so many lands while they were crushing me long enough that it, you know, gave me a hope to maybe get back in the game. And then, you know, of course, they drew a good card. What can you do? I could have tried to dig harder, but I don't know how. Like, I guess I could have cycled the out cold a long time ago. And then I would have, yeah, well, okay. I mean, that's one way that cycling out cold could win, is that the game-winning or non-game losing card could be one deeper than I need it to be. And I could have stopped a little damage with it. Oh well. I mean, 6 wins is a great result, obviously. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.